So we're done in here. Can you believe it? We're done, finally. I want to kind of go through and kind of rehash everything we've done in this whole series for this bathroom. So if you remember right from the beginning, I came in and I scrubbed all the grout lines to get them nice and white. And then I mopped the whole floor. I removed all of the caulk around the sink. I removed all the caulk around the corners here. And then I removed all of the caulking that was around the tub and shower area, including all the floor. That's right here. All of this completely removed. Then what I did is I came in and let it dry for a couple of weeks, make sure everything was absolutely completely dry. Then I repaired all the grout that was damaged and missing around all the edges. And I'll try to show a little snippet of that. So all of that's been repaired. Once all the grout was repaired, I waterproofed everything and sealed it with a good penetrating sealer, not a water-based, but a petroleum-based sealer to ensure everything was completely sealed. Then once I did that, I re-caulked everything, including around this. And yes, I did leave a little drip hole in case any water does travel back through there. So everything's sealed and then waterproofed. All brand new caulking. I fixed all the caulking around the baseboard. All the way around the whole room. And then I took all the little gaps that had expanded across the crown molding over time, because the wood comes from the factory and it sits there and it may be humid outside and then dry or whatever. And then it gets into an air conditioned space and it can contract or expand. So I fixed all of that. While we're up here, we replaced the exhaust fan motor. And then from there, we re-caulked all the sinks again. Everywhere here. Now, I'm skipping ahead. So I've done this ahead of, or I've done this a couple months after this was done. So I'm going to show you something I did when I was doing the master bath, and I'll explain it in that series. So I just want to show you this. This is the original, this was the original ground fault circuit interrupter. We've replaced this with a brand new GFCI. This is self-testing, so you'll see this blink every now and then. It's child resistant, so it's got little blocks in there, so it's hard to put a penny in there or a paper clip. And then on top of it, when you hit the test button or when it activates, you get an audible alarm, so you know something is tripped. So that's really good. And we also made sure that there's no more ground faults in here or no more open neutrals. Again, you'll find out about what happened with that in the other master bathroom when I go through that in the next series. As I said, I'm kind of doing this ahead instead of behind, or behind instead of ahead. Then this was all polished. We replaced this. I don't know if I showed you this because when I first moved in, there was an old cheap one up here. So I put this, so you have now a nice curtain and then a reveal. So everything is waterproofed. All the grout's fixed. I even went and took these vents out and cleaned the vents. So it's almost like a brand new bathroom in here. Yeah, it took a long time. It was more tedious than it was hard. This is an easy DIY job, but just be aware, it's tedious. It's sitting around scrubbing grout's kind of a pain in the butt. And I'm sure I forgot to tell you I did something, but replaced all the light bulbs with LED lighting. So that's done. And then what else? I'm sure I did something else in here I'm forgetting to tell you, but yeah, we're done. This bathroom is now good as new, especially with all the nice clean grout. You know, again, I would rather, if you're buying a home or building a home especially, give it a couple weeks to dry out after you get the keys, and then come in here and put a really good water sealer down, folks. It'll keep the grout looking so much nicer in the long run, and dirt is eventually going to get in here. But if it's water sealed, then guess what? It's not going to show up. Or, I mean, it will show up. It'll just be so much easier to clean because it won't seep into the grout. It'll just be surface, and you can just give it a light scrub, and it'll keep it looking nicer longer just for a little bit of effort, a little bit of money. I think the waterproofer cost me a total of like $35, maybe $60, because I can't remember if I used one of those 1 liter jugs or two. But let's say it's $60. Anyway, it'll keep your house looking nicer. It'll clean up easier. It'll keep your value. It'll keep water from screwing up the grout and then having repair bills. Hey, the $60, do it. Just do it. It's so easy. Yeah. So we're done in here. Next, we're moving into the master bathroom. Well, I've already moved into the master bathroom. That's why I told you about this that I found when I was starting to mess around with some electrical. So, but yeah, it's all sealed up. It's nice. It's new. Oh yeah. And the humidistat, that is so nice. I like that. I really, really like that. So anyway, talk to you later. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit like and subscribe. I got more tips and tricks coming up for you. You'll see, you'll see a lot of stuff I found in the master bathroom. Oh boy. Yeah. You're going to get a lot out of that. So thanks everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.